especially if you do dash cancel after your 5th normal attack.
And you dash cancel is fake. Alright, don't dash cancel. Technically, dash cancel can be better than not dash cancel, but this isn't like Hu Tao, where it's actually significant. At best, frame perfect dash cancels are gonna get you one more hit, but if you do them a little bit too late, you can lose more than one hit. If you do them a little bit too early, well, obviously you're losing out on your big 5th hit. It's not worth it. Just don't bother.
Well, that's just not really true at all. Hello everyone, Skirk is an incredibly strong character that has cemented herself as one of the best DPSs in the game in terms of team damage, and she has only gotten better after post-release testing as we've learned a lot about new optimized combos with dash cancels that allow Skirk to deal more damage compared to pre-release assumptions. So I wanted to explain what her best on-field combos are and how you can do them to improve your Skirk's damage. Because Skirk is not reliant on her attacks reacting to deal damage, the number of normal attacks she can perform is one of the main determiners on how much damage she can dish out. In terms of the overall team rotation with Skirk's best supports, the standard one for on-field Skirk is Farina EQ, Escoffier EQ, your last support EQ whether it's Yelan, Shenhe, Molani, etc., then swap to Skirk for her on-field normal attack combo. There are scenarios where you can use Skirk's nuke burst on the first rotation before on-fielding, and there are split rotations where you can alternate between Skirk's nuke burst and on-field normal attacks and fill the downtime with your supports. I'm not going to discuss these into too much detail, just note that for these rotations, the on-field combo is the same, but you just have to use charge attack near the beginning of the rotation instead of special burst to absorb the void rifts. The most simple Skirk combo for the standard rotation is tap skill, special burst, 2 N5s, charge attack for more serpent subtlety, then 2 more N5s. Very simple, no cancels needed, and totals 4 N5s for 20 normal attacks. A slightly better combo that also doesn't require dash cancels is tap skill, N5 into special burst, 2 N5s, 2 normal attacks into a charge attack, then a final N5 totaling 22 normal attacks. This is the best combo that Zajef suggests using in his Skirk post-release video. And adding on to that, in the clip at the beginning of the video, he advises against using dash cancels. While he is right that messing up the dash cancels is bad for damage, I do disagree about the dash cancels not being worth it. With enough practice, proper dash cancels are not that hard to pull off and don't require frame perfect play. At minimum, with, in my opinion, realistic play, they actually provide Skirk an extra 2 normal attacks for a total of 24 hits, not just 1 like Zajef claims. And with actual frame perfect cancels, Skirk can get even more hits. So let's go over what these combos are and how to do them. The best Skirk combo, which I also consider the most realistically achievable, allows for a total of 24 normal attacks, 4 N5s and 2 N2s. Because the number of hits are what mainly matter the most, the order of each attack string can be swapped around, so there is no specific order that you need to follow for her normal attack combo. Here are just 2 example combos that Skirk can do to get 24 attacks, and compared to Skirk's baseline 4 N5 combo, based on calcs from S, adding the extra 2 N2s into the combo is a 9% team damage increase for Skirk, which is significant. But instead of strictly following a specific rotation, I think the best way to learn Skirk's optimal combo is to break it down into separate pieces before putting it together. Do keep in mind that Skirk's combos with dash cancels is very hit-like dependent, meaning enemy type and size can affect the ease of these combos. Also, even the enemy hitbox and your FPS may help as well. A lot of the Skirk combo testing and tips I will share were discovered by Theorycrafter S from Jaystern Main, so big thanks to him for his testing and helping me learn about Skirk's combos as well. The most important cancel to learn is Skirk's N5 dash cancel. Skirk's attack string consists of 5 attacks, with their 5th one being a large void slash. This last attack does the most damage but also has the longest animation, so canceling it saves a lot of time to do more attacks. Good timing for this dash cancel is key. If you do it too early, you don't even do the final 5th hit. Do it too late for multiple N5s and you may not have enough time to do the rest of Skirk's attacks. One very important tip in doing these dash cancels, and this applies to any dash cancels for any character with minimal delay, is to not press any movement keys while you're doing the dash cancel. You can see from my inputs that I don't press anything on the keyboard when performing my Skirk on-field combo, and I just click on the mouse. If you hold any WASD key while performing the combo, you can see that Skirk performs a lot of unnecessary movements, which cause me to not have enough time to do all the attacks. So I heavily recommend just keeping your hands away from the keyboard when normal attacking and just let Skirk's auto tracking do the work, which is pretty good from my experience. But ultimately, the best way to learn this cancel is to just keep practicing against an enemy to get the timing right and comfortable. I find that the sound effects help me get into the correct rhythm as well. Another way to cancel the N5 is using Skirk's special burst rather than her dash. This timing is pretty much identical to N5D, just that you will usually use this near the start of Skirk's rotation once to absorb Void Rifts and get Skirk's normal attack buff. With the N5 Q cancel, same thing applies for the N5 dash cancels, where you can press it too early and not get the final hit off, or press it too late to not save enough time. Next are the N2 cancels. The most important one is N2 into charge attack into a dash. Skirk's first two normal attacks come out very quickly and they can flow very smoothly into her charged attack, and because Skirk's charge attack has a long animation, you can easily dash after using it to quickly start her next normal attack chain. So every time you want to use a charge attack on Skirk, you always want to add at least one and at most two normal attacks before using it. This cancel may feel a bit awkward when combining it with other attacks, but when perfected, it allows Skirk to absorb extra Void Rifts very quickly to ensure she has enough Serpent Subtlety for her uptime. Next is N2D. This one is pretty self-explanatory and easy to pull off, just dash after the first two hits. Third is N2Q, using the special burst instead of the dash for the cancel. This cancel is really only necessary with C2 plus Skirk. This is because with C2, the special burst gives a 70% attack buff, so you want to use the burst earlier with N2Q rather than use N5Q, which delays it even more. Those are all the individual pieces that make up this optimal Skirk rotation. Now to form the full rotation, it really is just taking 4 of the N5 cancels and 2 of the N2 cancels together and combining them, and you can change the order around to whatever feels most comfortable to you. I will go over 3 specific ones here. First is E, N5Q, 2 N5Ds, and then 2 into a charge attack dash, another N5, then the final N2, which is what I use to clear Dire level 6 Overseer device with Skirk. So if we go over the rotation for my clear video, first we tap skill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 special Q, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dash 1, 2, charge attack dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dash 1, 2, then swap back to your supports. Second is E, N5Q, N2D, N5D, N2CD, and then 2 final N5s recommended by S, as he finds ending with an N5 more reliable. So if we go over this rotation, first we do Skirk tap skill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 special burst, 1, 2 dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dash 1, 2 charge attack dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. Third is E, N2Q, 2 N5Ds, and N2CD, and then another 2 N5s, which can be useful for C2 plus Skirk. You can also move one of the N5s earlier. So if we go over this rotation, first is Skirk top skill, 1, 2 special burst, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dash 1, 2 charge attack dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to optimize even further, there are additional attacks you can add to Skirk's combo. The easiest and probably most realistic thing you can add is a charge attack at the end of any Skirk combo. Even if you see her bar disappear, when you use a charge attack, it still does cryo damage and also absorbs Void Rifts for extra Serpent Subtlety for the next rotation. This isn't necessary to do, but the extra damage engage is nice, and this does proc C1 for more damage. Next, you can replace one of Skirk's N5s with an N4 and N2, making Skirk do a total of 25 normal attacks instead of 24. This results in a very minor damage increase over 4 N5s and 2 N2s, but the rotation is very tight, so in my opinion, it's not very recommendable in practice. And there are even more crazy combos which do require more perfect play. Here's a 26 normal attack combo done by S.
Mine to wield.
There is even a 29 hit rotation which relies on N3 dash cancels instead, which comes at the cost of draining Skirk's stamina and being very precise on the N3 cancel, since you can easily skip one of the 2 hits on Skirk's N3 if you dash too early. And as I'm making this video, I've seen clips pushing 31 hits as well with a similar rotation. Of course, as we optimize further and further, these Skirk combos get less and less consistent to use in practice and aren't very good recommendations for the majority of players. The main reason I'm illustrating these very optimized combos is 1, dash cancels are actually important for optimizing Skirk and it can get very sweaty, and 2, we are constantly discovering new combos and pushing the boundaries of what is possible, so I wouldn't be surprised if a better Skirk rotation is discovered that is also more realistic to use for more players. And optimizing combos is more important with the release of Stygian Onslaught as endgame content because of the high DPS check it has, giving more incentive to play your characters as best as you can. Lastly, I wanted to mention the effect of attack speed. Attack speed does change the number of hits you get. According to S, he can consistently get 5 N5s and an N2 with his C1 Dahlia, which is 3 extra normal attacks over 4 N5, 2 N2. He managed to get an additional N1 with the background clip, but it is inconsistent. With C6 Dahlia, based on testing from Discord user Sully from Jaystern mains, he was able to more consistently get a total of 5 N5s, an N2, and an N1. Not too much further testing has been done with attack speed since you'd rather use a better support, so this is the best I've seen currently. And that's everything on Skirk's best combos and rotations. If you enjoyed this type of post-release analysis, consider liking or sharing the video, or click the subscribe button for more Genshin guide and analysis videos in the future. Leave any questions in the comments, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.